Hello folks, it is me, I'm Biggy, and I'm back. And this is not a brand new Let's Play, because this isn't a new game, so to speak. But this is a Let's Play of a game we've seen before. I was looking back at my list of games that I've actually played, and which game is the most popular on my channel. And surprisingly enough, the one that gets the most traffic isn't actually Marvel Avengers Alliance. I kid you not. The one that gets the most traffic is this one. What game is it? Yeah, well, it's Marvel. You could see actually by the Iron Man thing, Iron Man flying through across here, and this game's powered by GameSpy, so it's pretty old. But this is the Marvel trading card game. Yes. The Marvel trading card game in this version is actually pretty decent. I'm going to delete my save here and start completely new. And I'm going to create an account here. Create this with the save data. And yeah, let's go ahead and play this. I'm playing this using an emulator, so to speak. And we could actually just play a new game here. And yeah, this is Professor Xavier, founder of the Xavier Institute. As you probably know him by now. Everybody knows who Professor Xavier is. Okay, so I understand you're interested in testing these powers to train and eventually become a superpower. But he's just speaking out of the exposition type thing anyways, because we're talking about the danger room, a place where we're training, test your powers, a threat it possesses. Yeah, it's really weird. Are we actually playing as a Marvel character? No, we're not, right? I mean, what are we doing? It's introducing us to the danger room because it's where we train how to play card games. Yes, you actually train to play against opponents using card games. At least we're not doing it on motorcycles. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyways, this is the Marvel trading card game. There is a real card game called Versus System, which is in the past, sometime far in the past. Almost 10 years. Oh my god. In the past. And this is the game. Yep. So as you can see here, this is the battle. We're actually Franklin Richards. And we're playing against Professor X. This isn't going to go well. Well, we have the opportunity to decide who has the initiative. And I want to go first. Yep. And each turn, the initiative passes from one player to the other. So this match, you'll have the initiative. And then on the second turn, Professor Xavier will have the initiative. So we each have 50 endurance points or life points. You can see here that they're trying to avoid using Magic the Gathering terms because all the Magic the Gathering terms are copyrighted. Yeah. So, but mulligan is not a Magic the Gathering term, so we could actually take a mulligan. What that means is we could shove these cards to the bottom of the library. Yep. So here, Darkoth. I like the fact that the game stored the image in high resolution, so that's that. Yep. And we get 4 types of cards in this game. Yep. So there's character cards, there's equipment, and there's plot twists and location. And basically what these types of cards do, they could be used in various things. Yep. So after both players receive their initial 4, they're dealt 2 additional ones. So to start the first turn, let's take a closer look at the elements. Yep, so we have the name, the version right here, and which affiliation this is. So Frankie Ray is part of the Frankie Ray is part of the Fantastic Four. This is the recruitment cost. We use the resources to recruit characters. And these are defense and attack. And this is the abilities. And if it's in, as you can see here, if it's in italics, it's actually just flavor. There's nothing to do with what's actually on top here. So equipment cards have recruitment costs. So equipment and characters actually use recruitment costs versus plot twists and locations. They have threshold costs, which means that as long as you have enough resources, you could just play them. And you could play it during any time of the game, and you could play it from your hand or from the resource row. So this is Antarctic research base, could be played from the resource row. Yep. Locations could only be played from the resource row, pardon me. Versus could be being played from the hand. Okay, now it's time to start. So we now have a draw phase. You can see the phase that we're at in the middle there. And these indicators show the players that they're about to be drawing cards. So that's what we say. You could look at the indicator on the right to see what it's done. You'll also notice that I'm recording in 920 by 180 1080p. High resolution for the win. 60 frames per second. Oh yes. You can also set the level of auto pass. So basically, if you have a deck that uses the chain, quote unquote, or the stack in the Magic the Gathering equivalent, if you have those, you could actually set the level of how fast the game passes, so that you could actually play certain deck gimmicks faster or better. Yep. So here we drew, and then now we could build. The build phase is basically where you could put the resources, from the hand. And the resources they said that for us to pick is this one, which is the Antarctic research. So whenever you recruit an equipment card, if you control a Fantastic Four character, you can draw a card. Fantastic Four is actually a really nice card deck type as well. Lots of equipment, fast playing things. And so now we have one resource. Yep. So you can see that we have one. The gold number is the resource that we use, and the silver number is the threshold. So basically, the gold number is what we use to recruit the characters and equipment, and the bottom number is the one we use to recruit. We use to play resources and stuff. Oh no, not play resources. Play plot twists and locations. So now we could actually play Frankie Ray. So we could play Frankie Ray, recruit this for 1 point. Yep. And select position where you could place the character, and we could place her in the front row versus the back row. As long as you have resource points available, you can recruit additional characters and equipment. So now you could select pass or end the recruit step. Yep. I could actually select this to recruit, to place it on her as well, but they're not letting me do that. Yep. Yep. Okay, I'll just pass. Yep. Yeah, the formation step, we could move these characters around, but that's the end of that. We'll talk about recruitment formation in a little bit. But now you can see here that he summoned Victor? Herbert Von Doom? Yep. Christoph Von Doom, pardon me. The ticking time bomb. Yep. Herbert Von Doom. Marvel fans are gonna riot. I can't even say the names of the characters right. Okay, so I could actually pick an attack, and I can attack Christoph Von Doom. Yep, and as you can see here, if you see the little icon there, it's a chain. So you could actually have the chain control. You could have the event associated with the chain come up. Yep. So basically, there's no events on the chain. You can press L1 to see what's happening on the chain right now, like so. But you can see this is the battle. Yep. And when the battle occurs, yep, when you have the attack play out. Yep. As you can see here, the numbers on the next to the character is that she has one attack. The lightning is the attack, and the shield is the defense. He has 2 attack, 1 defense. Yep. And then we pass, just to have the attack play out. And then we stun the characters. Yep. So flanking race attack is 1, which is equal to Christoph Von Doom's defense. So Christoph Von Doom was stunned. Defender's attack is also compared to the attacker's defense to determine whether the attacker is stunned. So Christoph Von Doom attack is 2, which is greater than Frankie Ray's defense. And Frankie Ray was also stunned. So when a card becomes stunned, it's turned face down and is exhausted. Oh, so tired, so exhausted. Basically, it's stunned now. And if you have any more characters to play, you could attack again. In play, you could attack again. If you're a second player with not having an initiative. and you can play plot twists and stuff. But now, that's it. Yep. That's the end of the attack phase, and now it's the recovery step. Yep. At the start of this phase, you could play plot twists and the effects, and you have a chance to recovery one of the characters that got stunned. So if several characters got stunned, you could recover, and there we go. As you can see, also that endurance points got deducted equal to the recruitment cost of each of these characters. Sorry, this went a little bit fast, but that's the end of the first tutorial. I want to get through all these tutorials as fast as we can. You have introduction to the game part 2. Yeah, so this game, yeah, I think it's becoming even more relevant now that Marvel is slowly introducing more and more characters. But now we'll learn about formation, reinforcement, and plot twists. So the formation step on each turn is very important because it lets you position your characters where they're most effective. So during an attack, if the attacker's attack value is higher than the defender's defense value, then it loses endurance equal to that difference. This is called a breakthrough damage. Yep. So you can prevent breakthrough damage by reinforcing the defending character, and characters in the support row can exhaust to reinforce the defender to the left, right, or directly in front of them. If the characters share the same team affiliation. If the characters share the same team affiliation. Okay, so during your formation step, I'll explain this a little bit better. You can arrange your characters and reinforcement in mind. There are other formation considerations as well. Yep, when a character is in the back row with a non-stunt front row character directly in front of it, character is considered to be protected. So unless an attacker has flight, you cannot attack the protected character. It's useful keeping your small important characters safe. Yep. So you can look here. Yep. There's also range. If the character support has range, it cannot attack from the support row. And when you're attacking first, you generally want a character that don't have range in your front row. So you want characters without range in your front row, and characters with flying can attack the back row. Simple, right? So your opponent will attack first this turn. So set the formation shown here as a defensive one. Frankie Ray is in the support row, protected by Sheathing. Because your opponent character doesn't have flight, this forces your opponent to attack and stun Sheathing before it could even attack Frankie Ray. So select pass to start your opponent's attack step. So you can see here, that's Sheathing here with attack and defense of 3. Now whenever a character Sheathing attacks a character, KO all equipment equipped to the character. Very, very strong character right here. Okay, so we pass. So during the attack step, select pass when prompted to do so. Yep, we are prompted to pass. And over here, Melter, of the Masters of Evil, attack. Sheathing. Yep. Because Frankie Ray is directly behind Sheathing and she shares Sheathing's affiliation, you can use Frankie Ray to reinforce Sheathing. To reinforce the defender, select the character with whom you want to reinforce and select Reinforce from the card action menu. So we could go say, wait a minute, I'll just help her out. There we go. Character exhausts. Because Sheathing's reinforced, all breakthrough damage is blocked. You still take stun damage because Sheathing is stunned. So, boom. As you can see here, Sheathing's stunned. That dude is also stunned. And we each take 2 damage. Now, she's no longer protecting Frankie Ray. That means Christoph Von Doom could attack the support row. Yep. Uh-oh. Your opponent has played a plot twist in his resource row. It gives his character +1 attack and +2 defense. This means that the attacking will cause breakthrough damage and will attack will not stun because defense is higher than defender's attack. So when the play passes to you, you have the opportunity to respond with plot twists and effects of your own. Right. Although you have no cards to prevent the attacker from causing breakthrough, you can ensure the attacker will stun. If you flip the nasty surprise in your resource row and target Frankie Ray, you add 5 to her attack. And this will stun Victor Von Doom. Sorry, we've had a nasty surprise set for you. Yep, so you can see that little thing now. Nasty surprise has been added to the chain. And your opponent can respond with another plot twist. Yep. But as you can see now, the event on the chain has slowly resolves. So ours resolve first, and then his resolves. Yep, as you can see, the plot twists have now resolved. Frankie Ray has attack of 6. Yep, and defense of 1. He has an attack of 3 and defense of 3. Yep, plot twist and other effects powers have durations that are indicated on the cards. So the character's attack stats of these characters return to normal after this. Yeah, unless stated, right? And now they're all stunned. You take 2 points of breakthrough damage plus 1 point of stun damage. Yep. Defender's attack was 3 greater than attack's defense, so the attacker was stunned. But we're defending, so we don't cause breakthrough damage back to the other players. So that additional 3 attack points were ignored. But we don't have any attackers, so we need to pass. And unfortunately, when we recover, we could really recover 1 character. So it'll have to be She Thing, I think. Anyways, that's the second introduction. And now for the last tutorial. If this series become actually more popular in this channel, then I'll probably continue on a proper note. But I'm just going to do final introductory bit in this final introductory tutorial. Yeah, reminding you of the basic rules and the uniqueness rules. The equipment locations, team attacks, powering up. Okay, so we start things off with 3 resources. So we don't have a 3-cost character, you do have 3 1-cost characters. So you can have up to 4 of each card in your deck. You recruit a character with the same name as the one you currently have in play. All the ones with that name are KO'd. So you can only recruit 1 of the 2 Noah Baxter cards, even though you have enough resources to recruit both. So here we go. I'm going to recruit Noah Baxter. And in the front, so he can attack. There we go, in the front row. Yep, and we could recruit the Puppet Master. Yep. And we're going to put her in the back, him in the back row. Philip Master is the Puppet Master. Yep. When they play out their little act, I shall prove my power in another way. Okay, the only other cards you can recruit this turn is an equipment card, dual sidearms. But before we recruit dual sidearms, look at the location and the resource row. So we have the Antarctic Research Base, which allows us to draw a card when you recruit an equipment card, if you control a Fantastic Four character, which we do. So let's flip the location card. Yep. So flippity-doo-dah. And flip the location. It has the same name as the face-up resource you control. The existing card is KO'd. So select the dual sidearms and then recruit. So we could only have 1 Antarctic Research Base, I think. Yep, because each thing is unique. Yep. And let's pop this on She Thing, shall we? Bam. And then, as you can see here, there are now 2 effects on the chain. You have the dual sidearms, the triggered, and the triggered draw card effect from the Antarctic Research Base. This is really, really broken. It's a really broken card, by the way. Yep, so the thing that resolves first is the card draw. And then you draw 1-2 punch from my deck. And then press pass to continue. Yep. And now dual sidearms is connected to She Thing. She now has range of damage 5 and range of 2. Yep. Okay. So now we press pass to continue or attack. And let's see how he sets things up. Oh, he has a plot twist. Yep. And the opponent recruits a Darkoth and moves the Melter behind them. So you can see here, you can play 1 resource point to choose 1 target Master of Evil character you control gets +3 attack. Or target Master of Evil character control has invulnerability. But yeah, this thing stays. Your opponent has played an ongoing plot twist. You can see the little ongoing icon right there. Like other plot twists, ongoing plot twists can be played from the hand or resource row, but they are usually played from the resource row because the ongoing portion of the plot twist has no effect when the card is played from the hand. So it's now your attack step, and your options are limited. None of the characters can attack stun Darkoth alone, and none of the characters have flight, so they cannot attack Melter. Your best choice here is to launch a team attack. As long as 2 or more characters have the same team affiliation are legally able to attack character, they can participate in a team attack. So She-Thing and Noah Baxter are both Fantastic Four characters, so they could attack as a team. To launch a team attack, select the first attacker, select the target for attack, and then select team attack from the second character's action menu. So, if we look here, he has a defense of 5. Actually, yeah, he has a defense of 5. We could actually just solo attack Darkoth, but yep, attack Darkoth. Yep. I select Noah Baxter. Team attacking. And boom, we are team attacking. The attack value to the characters is compared to the defense value of target, determine whether the target character stuns. But unlike a standard attack, any damage that exceeds the defender's defense total is ignored. So there's no breakthrough damage from a team attack. So advantages, disadvantages of this? Yep. As you can see here, the opponent has played a plot twist from his resource row, and they give the character -3 attack and +3 defense. So at 1, we put Darkoth at 1 attack. Yeah. So Noah Baxter and She-Thing has combined strength of 6, not enough to stun Darkoth now, which has actually. But you do have some tricks on your sleeves. First, you have 1-2 punch in your hand, which a plot twist can play from your hand as well as from the resource row. Then you can play this one for your character to increase its attack and defense. To play a plot twist from your hand, select the card and select the effect of the card in the action menu. So, plot twist, 1-2 punch. Yep, play 1-2 punch. And no, Baxter, okay. And we'll pass to get. It won't have a high enough combined attack. You still need at least 1 more point of attack damage. And if you have a card in your hand with the same name as a card in play, you could use that card to power up. An attack or defender you control, yeah, you could use that to power up a attack or defender you control. So this gives the target +1 attack, +1 defense for the duration of the current attack. So you can power up, select the card in your hand that matches attacking and defending card, and you can power him up. So, yep, Noah Baxter, you will need to be powered up. Yep. So now Noah Baxter is at 2-4. Yep. He will now become a 3-5. Yep. Now the combined attack is enough to stun Darkoth. Yep. And fortunately, he doesn't have any attack to re-stun us. But the identity defender in the team attack is allowed to choose 1 attacker to stun back when the attack resolves. If the defender must be legally able to stun the attacker, yeah, in order to stun that character back. But none of them could actually, he could actually hit, because, you know, our defenses are really high. So Darkoth is stunned. All characters participating in the team is exhausted. Darkoth control took 3 points of endurance to lost stun. And now we took a look at the activated powers. So go to Puppet Master and say, hey, you need to exhaust one of his characters. Yep. Go exhaust one of your characters. Yep. And he's forced to exhaust Melter, so he can't attack back now. And that's the end of the basic tutorials. Yep. Yay. Hooray. And there's more stuff that we could actually cover in tutorials, but that's something we probably want to do next time. So that's it. That's the tutorials of the missions. We could actually play the single player game now, and we could play a new game. But I think I'll see you guys next time on playing this, and I'll have you guys help me pick as well, because they actually have to. Yeah. Nope. Yep. No tutorial. Yep. So well, you could actually train some more. Yep. Now, which side do we join? Do we join the hero or the villain? I'll let you guys pick the path on this one for the next episode. Well, if you guys are actually watching anyways. Alright folks, it's me, I'm Biggy, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit.